This morning is a ICAC search warrant. The target of the investigation is Larry Barner Jr. We do have charges on him. We have an arrest warrant in hand. He's got a criminal history of receiving stolen goods, felony assault, peeping into an occupied dwelling, indecent exposure, resisting arrest, and failed to pay child support and failed to appear in court.
I'm Sergeant Sierra Arroyo with Internet Crimes Against Children. Larry Barner was just taken into custody for multiple charges of child pornography, possession of child pornography, and also a count of compiling the child pornography on a computer device. We verified that there is approximately 300 images of child pornography, ranging from infants to the age of 10 years old. We all have one common goal, and that's to ensure that we do catch these perpetrators and we stop the child exploitation. So we took multiple devices out of the house, anything that has to do with, that can be in possession of child pornography. That is computer devices, cell phone devices, hard drives, flash drives, anything that we potentially feel that may have the child pornography on it, we took from the residence. Once he cleans it, what we're going to do is an on-scene preview of the device to ensure that there is no child pornography on it. They're going to hook it up to the forensic devices that we have, and it'll download all the contents of the computer, and then they'll review the images, the videos, and all the contents to ensure that there is no child pornography. No one enjoys watching the images, but I mean, we all have one common goal, and it's for the greater good. It's what the outcome of actually watching these images is going to, be the outcome. That potentially we can slow down or stop the exploitation of children.
I'm Sergeant Thomas McInerney, the Broward Sheriff's Office, and I serve as the commander or a commander with the South Florida Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. There's a federal program, ICAC, Internet Crimes Against Children. There's 61 task forces across the United States. Here in Florida, we have 3 task forces, the North, Central, and South. And here at the Broward Sheriff's Office, we serve as the host agency for the South Florida Task Force, which consists of 12 counties down here in South Florida. So we primarily focus on the distribution, production, and trading of child pornography online, and also the sexual exploitation of children online. On average, here in South Florida Task Force, we receive about 800 cyber tips a month on average. And these are all pedophiles and predators and people that are preying on children or possession of child pornography or sexually enticing children online. And the range of arrestees ranges from, we've had 2 doctors this year, we've had several law enforcement, unfortunately, we've had an Army colonel, and we've had janitors and drug dealers and busboys as well. It's not unique to a certain age group or a certain social class or anything like that. The one thing they all have in common is they're all men. So outreach is a big part of what we try and do. Obviously, we like to get to the public before there's a crime committed or before someone becomes a victim. So we do a lot of internet safety presentations around the county, around the state, around the country, and we do some other initiatives online and stuff like that to try to educate parents and children on proper etiquette online and what to look for, and just get the message out on how big this problem really is. The biggest tip that I give to parents is to be aware of what's going on. Educate yourself as much as possible. You hand a kid a phone, you realize you're handing that kid access to the entire world, and the entire world access to that kid. So you need to know every app that's on your kid's phone, what it does, what it's about, the features it has, knowing your kid's passwords, making rules for the kid when they can use the internet, how much time they have on the internet, where they can access these devices either in a private in their bedroom or in a public place where your mom and dad can see. These are all common sense rules there. And then the number one thing for parents is to have open communication with your kids. Every one of the investigators and detectives is extremely passionate about the mission. It's the greatest mission out there. You're protecting kids, you're putting the worst of our society in jail. So a lot of times they will subject themselves to that constant viewing of the material. And the end game is to get the pedophiles and protect our children online.